Hey everybody, it's Chanchai. I'm just doing a session, just a nice lunch break sparring session. I still consider myself on break from VF for like a week or so and working on other projects. But right now I am going to do a fun sparring session with Savantique. I don't know at all about how they play. They seem to be a very theory-heavy fighting game enthusiast. And so I've really enjoyed their participation in the Discord, in the community VF Discord. But yeah, I'm just, we're gonna see how they go. It should be fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they've been working on in their VF. I've never played them before, no idea what to expect. I'm gonna double check, make sure my voice sounds okay. Yep, sounds good. I'm off 1 sec here. Okay, and we're gonna check our volumes because I think, good. We've got game audio, everything's looking good. If things sound weird to you, please let me know. I appreciate it. Alright, so we are streaming. That's looking good. Alright, on my way. On my way. They're like, no, you're not on your way. I can see you. Alright, so this should just be a short half-hour stream is the intention. I tend to go longer than my intentions. But let's see how it goes. Savantique is here. Awesome. I do love having a Lei Fei sparring partner. Oh, whoops. Let's see. So in Thai, the number 5 is represented with ha. And so we say ha means 5, right? So we joke with like 5555 is ha 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 ha. Savantique is not Thai, by the way. This is fun. So this is a lot of fun, and I do like seeing a lot of what they've got already. So right now they're getting used to the fact that I'm going to probably evade their attack. And this was always really good. That was always really strong against Leon. This is the power of low punch into uppercut. I think I'm just showing them like speed. Oh, we have synchronization. So it's good that we're on frames. Alright, so right now they are going to attack if we attack. And so this is why going for throw is not really the play until they finally start defending, right? And so they hit us out of it, but the thing is they're a Bari choice. It might just be like because they had pre-scripted what they were gonna do, and I kind of just happened to be sharp enough to see that I'm gonna win the low punch there. So sometimes that's all it is. The downside to that is you end up doing a weaker attack, right? Like if you knew what throw was gonna come, then like a launcher is a little better. Very nice. So now we're in the set play, and it's always fun. And it's really good set play stuff. So now we get to see if they can get me stuck in the set play. So now, and then I'm also giving him a hard time with Leon's legs, of course. And then this is like for them to get used to that pattern, right? Same pattern, right? That low kick is kind of the thing here. And then here I'm worried about the sabaki. He didn't go for sabaki, or they didn't go for sabaki, but I did the 1K just in case. Very nice, the power of strings, especially against a lightweight character. Very good, I like it. Very good. I like that very much. This was whiff punish. I actually thought I was going to guard it, but it was whiff punish. Excellent. So the thing that does get us is the delay timing of their attacks, right? So very good. So they did excellent adjustments and did really good there. So what does this mean? It means that we run the risk, like, because they delay, if we try to evade certain stuff, we're gonna get hit. And so we gotta adjust our timing for it. And so doing stuff, how to adjust around it. Now we don't want to play around it too much because Lei Fei does have these big swirling attacks that'll hit it. And so here we go.
Ready, go!
Good. This is the problem they ran into before. So now we're going to apply a lot of pressure and just see how they respond when we're locking them into buffer timing. Same problem as before. Now there is answers there. We're just going to help them figure it out.
Excellent. Round 3. Ready, go!
I like this. Now we're forcing them to see, like, they probably haven't dealt with as many opponents that are as aggressive on opening or on wake up as I am. And so my Leon forces a lot of things with that. It means that your media timing has to be, you have to be very confident in your media timing. So yeah. And so we're helping them work on that. They have a very good Lei Fei. A very, very good Lei Fei. And we're getting them through a lot of stuff. Now, Lei Fei is a lot of their set plays, of course, right now seems to be their strong point, but they are making adjustments. They're making adjustments like they're not doing a bari so much.
Round 1.
And Nala, good to see you.
Ready, go!
So we're just kind of showing them the Leon ringer here.
Excellent.
Oh, Nala, that was your shun. That's awesome. I love those battles. I saved those on my replay, so I'm glad to know that that was you. That your shun is great. I really enjoyed those battles against you. So right now we're changing paces on them, and then this is showing the nastiness of Leon's side turn game, right? Right here, if he forces side turn, you kind of want to defend or evade. You want to either guard or evade to his backside, and that will reduce a lot of his best options, but it's hard to do that. Very nice. So now I'm going to show them another side of my Leon that drives a lot of people crazy. I'll show it starting in this round, and just to kind of help them with these options here. All right, at least if we can get the hit in, right? That was really fun.
What a knucklehead.
So we'll see all the stuff they can absorb. We'll show them lots and lots of situations.
Ready, go!
Very good, Meaty.
Ring out. Round 2. Ready, go!
Very good choice. I like that.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Nice. I like the conversion. So this is crouch back dash, right? I got the spacing perfect there. So hey Hypergraph, good to see you. Hope you're doing really well. I enjoyed watching some match of yours yesterday at the salon. So I appreciate you guys coming out, doing those events, and the salon's doing awesome. Hey Fugo, good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Specific day for PSN, I can definitely do it. On appointment, though lately I've been busy. Alright, so now you gotta roll up or down if I do that throw. You gotta roll up or down. Oh, awesome! Tell me about those 2 new players at the salon. And again, Nala, your Shen is awesome. Oh, that would have been so cool if I got that. So I like a lot of the way Savantique makes adjustments, actually. I like it a lot. I'm trying to do cute stuff, but I really like the way they're making adjustments. Showing them the power of the low kick of 2K against, it's because of the stance he likes to use. And so it's not guaranteed, it's that he has to commit to crushing low. Like he has to commit to crushing the low if he expects it. But I'm not always gonna do it, I'm just gonna do it now. That was so cool, but yeah. Yeah, well, I was really happy to. I didn't realize that the salon is always going to set it to like to Tekken 8 because you know their main event is Tekken, so they're always about the Tekken. So like on the stream, you don't even know that VF it's not listed as VF during the VF tournament. So it's like it's going to be up to us to tell everybody that VF tournament's happening at the salon. And I can kind of sense it from Red, but I really appreciate what Red is doing for giving you guys the time to do VF. Awesome. So Frost played, excellent. That's really good. Yeah, Whitmer is awesome. Whitmer's been playing in the leagues. He's a player from nearby, and he's in the Whitmer is in the Discord. That's Ryan Whitmer. Yeah, Whitmer is in the Discord channel that we're in. Hey, LD Walls, good to see you. Okay, he could defend that. That was not guaranteed. The eye poke normal hit, only a counter hit was it guaranteed. So, all right, let's watch this. Good. So he's using backdash. Got it. Excellent. Right. So we're gonna train basics, but Savantique is very strong. Savantique, you got a very strong Lei Fei. We will train basics though. I'll show you. But the hard part about training basics against Lei Fei is he's got lots of ways around basics. So like he guesses right, you know, you're gonna eat it. So it makes it less appetizing to train basics against Lei Fei, but you got to do it, right? Right. Good. It's cool that 2K reached, right? And this is guaranteed. This side kick, because it was a crouch hit here, it's crouch side hit.
Ready, go!
Good. Very nice. 9K is a good one. Good meaty. Alright, you can defend this. So I will later teach him that if you see Leon's 2K, you just 2G. If you see Leon's 2K, you just 2G. That one answer will cut off so many options and you have time to react to anything else he would do. Good.
Knockout.
Alright, let me see here. Where is... Set it on Discord, 'cause I'll play... I think they want to see other characters too, so let me get on the Discord here. A little distracted. No problem if you're distracted. I understand.
Ready, go!
Two-handed attack. Two-handed attack. Almost. We've almost got this down. Almost got that down. Good. This is the thing that got them. They're gonna find the answer. He's got like a weird hopping attack, I think, too. Good. Good. So this is the power of elbow, right? As long as you know you've got the counter hit, the elbow is very strong. Now, if elbow normal hits, you just have to defend, but or you should, because any mashing will probably get you, unless you want a low punch. But that's a weird thing to commit to. It's like the risk is not as great, right? The power of jab throw. So again, challenging him with the low kick. I'll let him watch. Oh, he skips the replay. Okay.
Ready, go!
We gotta really evade confirm. This is what's good. He's showing us we gotta learn to evade confirm better against Lei Fei. Power backdash.
Knockout. I want a serious fight.
Yeah, I am glad that you finally did play against Whitmer. They're another really good training partner, and there's a lot of stuff they can learn from you guys too, and likewise. And I like that they like to go for crush. Oh, that angle. Ding, Lei Fei. Why you gotta be so weird?
Ready, go!
Good. Good. It's slowing down a bit, but I do enjoy these fights. But the game is slowing down.
Round three.
That's okay. I'm glad we have good connection though. They're on the East Coast, which honestly, 88 ping is really nice. Very nice low kick. Back throw.
Knockout.
This is a fun setup I've been doing lately, is force back turn into stuff like this. Now, Leon's back throw is not the correct answer, actually. The correct answer for Leon, if he gets the guaranteed like back turn, not recovery hit, right? Just normal hit. Normal back hit is to do 3 PP into 66 KK. That does more damage than his back throw. But of course, there's another sequence I do want to work on. I'll probably show it off here. This is the power of like evading the correct thing. Good. Good. He's found better answers. He's adjusting very well.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go.
The next PDX offline event next week. There's a Portland Punish next week. There's also in August we have core values, the last one for the year. But we have, and it's at a really cool venue. Good. So the good thing is he's not overdoing strings. I'm trying to punish the overdoing of strings. And so Leon's parry is good at punishing strings. Because if they do like 2 attacks, he gets a deep evade that can cause them to be back turn. So then he can get the sidekick crumple on back turn recovery hit. I've known this for a while, but I've been working it into my game for about 2 months. It's still hard to do because the conditions for Leon's punch parry is that 1, it cannot launch on either normal or recovery hit. If it does, instead, like it'll lose to those. It'll also, excuse me, it'll also lose to two-handed attacks. So this is not the same as a lot of other people's punch parries. Very nice. The evilness of Leon's uppercut is that it can cheat a lot of situations.
Ready, go.
Very good. Very nice. I like that conversion.
Round 3. Ready, go.
So this is the punishment that we can get with this parry. So I do like their active defense here too, actually. When they realize that now they're getting sharper at realizing when I evade them, and so they're defending there, which is really good. This is huge progress. I was hoping to catch them on this thing and uppercut them. Hey Reaper, good to see you.
Ready, go.
Alright, roll up or down? Yep. Good. He's going for like low crushes now. Good. But he didn't tech roll. So, hey, Lightwing Dragon, thank you. It is good to be back, except I'm just having a fun. This is, you know, like I took a break last week and this week while I did do dojo session. It felt like a nice break. Monday I did go to casuals, and then, okay, no problem. All right, let's see what they asked actually. I'm kind of teasing about the EU hours.
Round one. Ready, go!
Good. That was good choice. Good choice.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Still gotta respond better. Here we go. Yeah, I double evaded. I was just like, fine, I'll just double evade. So,
Ready, go!
Wells is like, oh no, Chan-Chai's starting to double evade. It's just joking. Good.
Knockout.
Very good, very good.
Round four.
Alright, here we go.
Go!
Good. Again, they finally started like waking up, right? Or starting to do tech roll, which is really important. It's not that you have to tech roll, it's that you have to mix up your options on wake up. So you can't just stay down all the time, right? And you can't just always tech roll either. You've got to mix it up. You've got to try to outguess your opponent. If you outguess your opponent, that's better than just doing the same thing, right? Always. It's a guessing situation. Wake up is a guessing situation, and you have to treat it that way. There is ways to exercise control, but control doesn't mean do the same thing always.
Ready, go!
Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. I like that.
Knockout.
Very good. So I like the way they mixed this tempo up. This was excellent. I wanted to do cute answers, and he beat them.
Go!
This is like the power of Lei Fei too.
Knockout.
So what's the power of Lei Fei?
Round three.
Well, against lightweights anyways, he can like really hit you out of like, his strings will hit you out of like trying to poke. And so it's true for everyone, but he's got good strings just like heavyweight characters have good strings.
Ring out. Round four.
Now that said, doesn't mean you overstring, but you gotta, you know. Good. So why did I crouch when I did? Because the chance of them throwing me. And so this was like a higher chance that it's like a fuzzy guard in neutral. Very good.
Knockout. training.
What is this? Suddenly we got a weird conversation just because I was teasing about EU hours in the VF5 general channel. So the Discord's a funny place. Hey Lei Fei, it's good to see you. How are you doing? Hope you've been doing really, really well. Really hope you're doing well. Congratulations on the tournament win. Well, you've had quite a few, but the offline tournament win. So right now I'm training Savantique, and they're doing really well, honestly. I know that they're confused, but they're naturally adjusting to a lot of things. I'm showing them the scariness of evade though, right? Leon, this is why Leon likes to evade, even if he's gonna get hit out of like when they do strings. Very good. I wanted to see if I can hop kick him in between this.
Round 3.
Awesome, keep up the practice. Blurring, so good to see you. How have you been doing? So okay, so right now one of the adjustments they'll have to make is that when I push them, they want to approach. And that's okay, it's actually kind of correct, but notice how backdash is working effectively here. So you want to, like, when someone does this to you, you kind of want to bait them, right? So this is like the principle when you fight against Shun. When you fight against Shun, it's like he's baiting you, you got to bait him, right? So how does Leon push, right? Leon pushes with that two-handed poke when it's not crumpling, right? So this thing, right? And then it sets me up in it sets up a spatial mix-up game, which is what Lei Fei is good at. Lei Fei is good at this. So this is why LD Wells knows to like do stuff like backdash into 1P plus K here. Right here. So this is where it's like, no, see, I'm baiting you. So I'm pushing you with this two-handed attack and doing a backdash setup, right? So that's where you should be. This is hard to see though. It's really hard. Right here, same thing, right? This is 4K setup. So, trick here is, he just pushed me. Now I could win on a guess, but right now he's using backdash. Leon's using backdash. Maybe I should backdash when he does it. And this way, if he commits, I can whiff punish him. And Lei Fei is very good at that. Lei Fei could backdash 9K. Lei Fei could backdash 1P plus K, the most evil thing ever against Leon. Lei Fei can do many things, so many. And yes, he can rush too, but he has to go really deep. If I'm going backdash, then Lei Fei has to really press forward harder, because I'm counting on him to whiff, right? Very nice round. But yeah, I'm doing good overall. I gotta work on a lot of personal projects and stuff, but it's been good. Good. He knows to defend there. Sorry that my voice is getting funny. This is Nitaku. Sidekick Nitaku. So what's important here also is that I recognized when he evaded. It was really important that I recognized that.
Ready, go!
Right? So here's the trap again, right? So you guys can see this trap now, right? You guys can see how to set up backdash game here. This is the same as Jean. Jean 66P sets this game up too. They block 66P, he backdashes. Now, could they PK? Yes, they could. Lei Fei doesn't really have that, but Lei Fei has a lot. He has better stuff. So he doesn't have to worry about his jab not doing it. And then this creates a funny situation where I actually use disadvantage to set up that counter hit. I'll explain in a second. Sorry, this is like morning congestion. It's not morning, but for me it's like morning because I haven't been awake too long. So okay, so let's talk about that. What did I talk about just now? You can remind me what I talked about. But yeah, John, right? John has got, because I saw Talon join in, I was like, yeah, this is the perfect time to talk about this. And Talon knows how to play this game well. I like the way that Talon does Backdash 6K, they don't do it much, but when they've done it, very good.
Round 2.
That's really strong.
Ready, go!
So Jean is really good at the spatial game. He's actually better than a lot of characters at it. It feels limiting, and if you're coming from other fighters, but for VF, it's not limiting. It's pretty open compared to other characters. Good, punish. Good. Yes, Jean is more because the thing about Jean is that Jean doesn't rely on counter hit launchers the way other characters do. It's a lot of powerful normal hit, but he has really good counter hit tools. He just doesn't. It's just that his game is less about that than other characters would. So like other characters use the safety of it. Jean is just like, I just want to hit you, but even then, I have other cool stuff. Very good, Savantique. All right, let's see how this goes. But I like the way they're playing.
Ready, go!
Very good choice.
Round 5.
But yeah, Jean's space trap is so powerful. That was really good.
I want a serious fight. Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Man, that's awesome to hear that, Talon. Yeah, Noodle, I do think your game was too stationary, especially for Jean. And Noodle is amazing. Noodles is an amazing player. I'm not gonna dispute that. I knew it since the moment I first fought them. So yeah, Noodles is a really amazing player, and I love what they bring into VF. And I know that they're strong. I didn't know how many games they were strong at, though. They did tell me that they were a Dead or Alive player. I assumed that they were Tekken, and I think you told me that they were Tekken. But
Knockout! I want a serious fight.
they might have to go soon, but I'm enjoying this. Okay, they're chatting, so let's see what they're gonna say. I'm gonna tell them.
Round 1. Ready, go!
always want to evade this thing. So he thinks this is the baiting. Got it. I'll show him the problem with this though. Good. Yes. Good. Alright.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Good. Good. And then gotta roll up or down, not back or not back.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
No, for sure. He's tournament level already on VF. I mean, he's monster level already. So yeah, Noodles is an amazing player. I'm really glad though that he's challenged himself, because Noodles and I chat a lot in private. We have been for like since December. And I explain everything to him and he really tries to process it. I love that he also forced himself to guess more, because he doesn't like to guess. Like you, he doesn't like to guess, he wants to outplay, and that's good. But I think he challenged himself. At some point, he challenged himself to go ahead and start guessing more. Because I do think that I was showing him the problem with that like you can still lose to it, right? And he got like way better. Good choice, good choice. Yeah. But yeah, no, I imagine he's tournament level at all of the games he played, at all the fighters, the 3D fighters at least. And so I really enjoy playing with him. Okay, let's do basics. So he should throw more actually. Or like he could low, but if he lows, then he's got to be prepared to defend a little more. Right? So we're gonna work on basics again.
Round 3. Ready, go!
And one thing that will definitely improve him is understanding, getting used to throwing people that do sidestep. Good. Excellent. Good. So he did the short one, which was really good. VF can feel that way. I didn't really play for like a week, and it definitely felt like a long time to me. Excellent. Oh, that feels like it would work. Nice. This EX high gets everyone.
I want a serious fight!
So I'm trying to tell him that the punish here is to duck it and whiff punish it. So Lei Fei can do like you can duck and do 9K. Yeah, you get used to it, but perfect. Get there, you'll get there. There, that was good. So.
Round 3. Ready, go!
It's okay.
Time's up! See? I thought I'm better.
Let's see here. I'm actually not sure how to play Lao against Lei Fei, so this will be a lot of fun. I haven't practiced this matchup that much, just a little bit in the Elite Dojo sessions, but not much.
Go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3. Ready,
So this is the fun thing, is trying to figure out how to use Lao in the vortex.
go!
Very good.
Knockout!
Because the spacing that Lei Fei creates is a little tough. There's a high chance of me whiffing, and I don't want to whiff. I don't mind them blocking, but I don't want to whiff that much. That said, there is a lot of targets to punish if they do high. So
Round 1. Ready, go!
Nice. I like that, except I think kick would have worked here. Standing K probably would have worked.
Ready, go!
Excellent. Oh, that should have worked too. Oh, I like that. This was cool. He ducked under this. This was really, really cool, actually. I don't know if it's intentional, but that was excellent. I like it. Ah, I'm not getting a guard break.
Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go!
This has been an interesting problem I've had, is getting 4P instead of 4-6P. Like, I'm not hitting forward fast enough. So that was obnoxious, but it's what it was. The games are going well. I mean, this is, like, I've been taking a break from VF, but this has been a lot of fun.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout.
See here. So I like the thing that he's comfortable with is space, right? This is true for a lot of people that play a lot of different fighting games. The thing he's not comfortable with is force guessing up close, but he's getting better and better at it. So this is really great. Oh, that's so cool. I always forget, like, it's Lei Fei. Don't try to launch with a punch. Launch with a kick.
Round 3.
This is good.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Round 5. Ready, go!
He almost had this. Good game.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Oh, I thought I had that. Oh, so cool. I gotta remember, but I'll get there.
Knockout.
So the spatial games is the fun part, and this is what's the fun challenge with Lao, actually.
Ready, go!
fun getting the side turn one.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Yep.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout.
That was intense. That was intense. This is really good training for me too. I don't know if I can get things I want to get, but I'll try.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Yeah, always. We'll get there.
Knockout.
Almost. I tried to stand guard into this. Did not happen. It was still crouched.
Ready, go!
Very good. I was hoping to do the up knife to nail him. This is a lot of fun working on this training though. Alright. That sucks. I wanted to do 4-6B.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 5.
Yeah, Lao's very terrifying at the wall.
Go! Excellent. Round 1.
Alright, this will be the last one.
Go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Good game. All right, everyone, thank you very much. I'm going to go do a raid if we can, but I'm also going to give them my feedback. You guys have heard most of my feedback for Savantique. I think they're a very good Lei Fei player. I think they make adjustments faster than even they think they do. I don't want to pump their ego too much, though. That is the risk. But their Lei Fei is on really good footing, and there's a lot of good stuff they do. And I think just, in fighting, it's more, you gotta, if you fight more, you'll feel more. And this game really can run on a lot of feel, and then you can reinforce your thoughts in the training mode. So they're a person that has lots of good thoughts. I think they do. They're always thoughtful in the Discord. They can be a little overconfident, but they're very thoughtful. And so they have really good reasoning, and they do seem to understand the system in general. So the adjustments I'm doing are stuff that's just, like, from a lot of experience, but it's stuff that can be made up for with the combination of the study and the experience and putting it into practice and just throwing yourself into the fire. So stuff that I really liked was so the biggest trouble they had was, of course, the backdash games. Anything that would set up like a spacing, and with Lei Fei you need to master it, but Lei Fei has amazing tools for this. So other people have mentioned like high jab and stuff, but Lei Fei has really, really good stuff. Lei Fei can backdash and still whiff punish, still hit further with the biggest damage hit. It just requires a read. So that's like backdash in the 1P plus K. Lei Fei can also 9K in a lot of situations, so one of the things that I did get at was I did the Leon PKP, and so it's an EX high. So getting good at whiff punishing EX highs, it is hard because it requires commitment, and it's one of those things where you can't do this at hit check speed. You just kind of have to know that EX high is coming and be ready to punish it when you duck it, but also you can't act too soon, because if you act too soon, the EX high will counter hit you. So like getting used to that is tough, but you can do it. And Lei Fei can definitely do it. The easy way for Lei Fei to do it is kick and guard punch. This is a 13 frame knockdown with Okizumi. Really good. If you're a beginner, do that. If you're having real trouble doing attacks though, when you whiff punish highs, then start with throw. It's okay to start with throw. It's just important that you eventually move off of throw. So throwing is really good because it's a 10 frame punisher, right? So if that's going to be the fastest punisher you have, so if you cause somebody to whiff up close by ducking under them, throwing is really good, but it's a stepping stone. You want to eventually get to PK. And then with Kage or with Lei Fei, you want to get to K plus GP, or with Leon KK, and then you want to get to 15 frame, because 15 frame is where you really punish these things. Lao wants 15 frame with duck and punish because he has this like up knife. As long as they're standing and he ducked under their high, oh, Lao is so happy because that's like the best punish he has. But it's hard for him to do, but it forces you to get good at that. Lei Fei has easy access. Lei Fei has 9K. Lei Fei has a lot of moves that are very good at doing this. It's just a matter of getting used to it. So you practice it, and then and actually these are the type of things that I think you should play against arcade mode. And set the arcade mode to like 5 rounds hardest, and just kind of practice doing these things. Now the first 2 rounds, the first 2 opponents in arcade mode, you just combo practice. Just practice your wall combos, practice your side combos, because the AI is just going to let you do that. But once you get to stage 4 especially, then you can start doing things like try to play closer to normal, try to duck under highs and punish them. It's a really important skill to have, and it is a hard thing to do in VF. It's one of those things where VF makes it a little harder to do than maybe Tekken does. And Tekken, it's not easy, But I think VF is a little harder at doing these things. But when you get used to it, they're really huge. They make a huge difference in the fight. They win a lot of rounds. So work on that. The advice against backdash: if somebody is backdash baiting you, and a common way to do it is to use a move that pushes you, and then they backdash, then you want to bait them. You want to make them attack first, and you whiff punish them. So that way, that's the safer way to approach this, right? Most people, including myself, want to find the aggressive answer to win, and Savantique is the same way, but they kept losing. So at the very least, try to master the baiting them back part, right? Bait them, be the masturbator, and just like, you know, basically punish them, and then you can move towards aggressive options later and master those later, because those aggressive options are fun, but they're very risky compared to the you backdash also approach, because the worst thing that can happen when you backdash is they backdash and you guys are just playing neutral again. So there's that. What adjustments did I say they were making? These are hard to say like without being live, because these were happening so much in real time. In the beginning, they would always mash. Like, I think they were used to people playing that weren't playing at buffer speed, and I think I showed them how scary buffer speed is, and then they adjusted. So they started playing better around and with buffer speed. Probably after about 8 games is when I think I noticed that they had started playing at the buffer speed of VF. Now, here's the thing about the buffer speed of VF. It's super important to get good at it, but it's not the only VF. Why do I say this? Once you get really good at buffer VF, there's a tendency to have a bias that this is the only way to play VF. It's not. It's a stepping stone. It's one of the components of VF. Delays are just as important as buffer, and evade canceling is just as important as those other two as well. When you get to higher level, you got to do all of these. But buffering, if you can't buffer, you can't do almost anything else though. So buffering is the first step. It's not the last step. You gotta get to buffer speed. And so they did. They got to buffer speed. Now that said, Lei Fei is a little different, because Lei Fei pushes everyone else into buffer speed, but Lei Fei themselves doesn't feel like they're in buffer speed. Because Lei Fei has spatial has attacks that push like a lot, and sometimes Lei Fei has an advantage, but sometimes it's just Lei Fei has a spatial advantage, and then he has the tools to really punish mistakes made in those. And so this makes it harder for Lei Fei to identify it. But when you saw me just stand up close and low punch back, when you see me block a low punch and side kick, right? Here's the thing, low punch is -5 on guard. So if I side kick, 17 frames, 16 frames, depends on the character. A lot of characters are a 16 frame side kick. Leon has a 17 frame side kick, but it's made up for by its utility. Leon's sidekick is a half circular, has good range, and if it's side counter hits or side crouch hits, he gets PKP for free, which those 4 hits combined is a good combo. And they're still in side turn, and he still has a side turn game against them, right? This is better than Okizeme in some ways, right? Okizeme is great because it resets, but getting somebody stuck on side turn and constantly damaging them is really vicious. So that's why Leon's sidekick is really good, and they compensated a bit by making it 17 frames. So the thing about buffer, so here's the thing, when I chatted with XTN, it sounds like they're still practicing using, like, setting the AI to react with normal hit or counter hit, or normal hit, or like counter hit and guard, stuff like that, right? That is good to do, but I think it's less important to do that than it is, like, what's more important to do is live training, like training with recordings, training against the CPU that's on CPU, training against arcade mode, training against weaker players. All of these I think are actually better. So why do I think they're better? In this game, the reason I can respond quickly to low punch is because I'm responding to it before it even touches me, because I see them. The animation is very clear to me. The character crouches, they pull their elbow back, they're gonna low punch. It's like you can see it if you're not looking for the hit. You can totally see the low punch when it starts. You can start to see it, and your brain just at some point starts to separate it from all their animations and knows that's a low punch coming in. Well, I already know what I want to do. I'm going to block it and I'm going to attack. So I don't even have to wait for the thing to hit. I kind of know what I'm going to do. I just have to wait for it to make contact with me to input the attack. So, and that's why I can sidekick, right? 17 frame, right? -5. If I'm +5, I can do a 17 frame to beat a 12 frame. And so that's what's happening there, right? If I'm playing El Blaze, I can do 4P + K after blocking low punch. Now, you should, as a standard, elbow is the safest thing. You're fighting Vanessa, she's going to use a 10 frame uppercut. You fight Leon, he's going to use an 11 frame jab. Okay, we're going to do elbow for sure. Or we can do something 16 frames, right? But that said, I used sidekick against him because I saw they were playing backdash games. So now I have upside, right? Now it's like, okay, I get Nitaku if he just hits if he hits an attack. I get Nitaku if he crouches, and I get like backdash punish if he backdashes. That's really strong. So is there a weakness to using sidekick here? Yeah, it's evade. If he evades, I don't want to sidekick anymore. So if he blocks and does good Nitaku, I don't want to. Then I'm less inclined to sidekick, unless I think I'm going to win those guesses. You know. But again, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with guessing. You want to embrace guessing. So you want to embrace guessing because you want to measure who's better at guessing, them or me. If I'm better at guessing, then I'm happy going into guessing games. Then sidekick and shoulder and uppercut are more comfortable options for me. If I'm losing the guesses, maybe I start going into elbow, maybe I start playing with more fuzzy guard. The point is not to just put yourself into fuzzy guard loop in this game. You need to assess the risk and reward. And the way you do that is you assess, what is my opponent doing really good against me? What am I doing really good against my opponent? That's what you need to ask yourself, because that changes which options are good, which paths are good. It's not, I just want to play safe because the other guy's stupid. It's, I want to play safe because it's really hard to win the guesses right now until I start to figure them out. So I'm going to play safe because it's safer. But that's not my end game. That's just how I get through this, and how I give myself time and resources to figure out the better strategy against this player. Then, if I'm better at guessing though, then I want to force guesses. Instead of Nitaku, I'm like, bring it on. If I'm better at reverse Nitakuing this guy, oh, I don't mind being -8, -9. If I can beat this person on that, that's great. So that's where you can become very fearless, because you start realizing I'm actually pretty good at reverse Nitakuing this person. But then when you start to lose it, then you make the change and you're like, okay, we better go safe. So this is why the standard is the standard is elbow when you block a low punch, because one, it's safe. It's really hard to punish the elbow. The main way to punish the elbow is to backdash. Is to backdash and launch the person doing the elbow. So elbow has risk, but once the opponent does backdash, then you can switch to sidekick. But that said, if they block elbow, if they evade elbow, they never get anything off of that situation. Off of -5 and they evade elbow, there's no guarantee. It's just they get guessing game. But if you don't like the guessing game, then you play a different way too. Then you might, but then eventually you need to start using delays. So a lot of beginners accidentally have delays in their game, and sometimes this allows them to kind of win against evading. The weakness to buffer speed is evade. Evade is the great equalizer, but it's just part of the rock paper scissors of the game. But evade is like got a lot of problems. Evade just flat out loses to throw. I emphasize this because when somebody starts doing a lot of ECD and a lot of advanced movement, throw is really strong, and yeah, they could escape it, but it's hard. But you cut them off of advanced movement if you start throwing them when they like to evade. That is something that eventually Savantique will want to work on, is how to identify the opponent when they like to evade, and it's actually not too hard. So here's an example. The opponent did rising attack, and I'm gonna stick an elbow out. After I block the rising attack, I'm gonna do my either do my attack option, and I want to see if they evade. I'm looking for that. I do want to know if they guard, but I know when they guard. But I want to watch and see if they evade, and I want to see if they always evade. Because if that's true, then I should block their rising attack and throw them. This is really important. A lot of people don't make this connection. When I'm saying throw beats evade, look for where they evade, right? And a lot of times when people whiff, after they whiff certain attacks, they'll almost always will evade too. When at intermediate and high level, there's gonna be tells on stuff like this too. Oh, when he whiffs this, he's gonna evade. This is my weakness too. A lot of stronger players know this about me, so this is why they kind of throw me more than other. And everybody else says it's hard to throw me, because when you're developing your skills, you're trying to throw someone guarding. But in VF, if you get good at throwing somebody sidestepping, that's like really strong in this game. If you can read when they like to sidestep, you will make them so afraid to sidestep. Now, if your opponent's afraid to sidestep, how much easier is the game for you? It's a lot easier. Your risk for your attack is a lot lower. So this is all part of the rock, paper, scissors of VF, the functional, and why you need to keep engaging with it, including the buffer speed and including the evades. Buffer, so now the downside to buffer speed is just, again, evade becomes really good, but it has an answer still. It's not broken. It's not broken at all. And in fact, what's the let's flip the question. What is the downside to not playing buffer speed? The downside to not playing buffer speed is letting your opponent's attacks get better. Letting your opponent's attacks... They could have only used a 12 frame here, but if I'm delaying, they can now use a 15 frame to beat my 12 frame, right? If we're delaying, we're letting them use better moves, better attacks. If you delay, your opponent's attacks, buffered attacks are better, including when they're at disadvantage, because you're delaying. So your delaying is more good to use against evading. Your delaying is good because somebody is just trying to react to your movements and your actions. So they're kind of doing things that require reflex but are not buffer speed. They're not playing speed 0, they're playing speed 1 or 2. And so delays are really powerful in this game. In fact, like, one of the best ways to get strong with Lao is to learn how to play delays. Is to learn how to get your opponent to play the delay game. Actually, is the actual answer. Getting your opponent into the delay game is really powerful for Lao, because suddenly his really good moves are finally in play, if he can get the opponent to do that. So yeah. Yep, I was you were on VFTV XTN. It's good to see you, by the way. And I did mention you because I talked about the normal hit counter hit thing. What I messaged you in Discord. I talked about how it's generally better to do more of a live-like training, even if it's against the CPU. Yeah. And I like the way the Rock Reaper said it. It said, just think of it as just committing to an option mechanically rather than mentally. Yeah.
Round 2. Ready, go!
But everyone, thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed this. It's always fun streaming. It's always fun playing VF. And I do got to get to taking care of my kids. And also take care of some projects I'm working on. But yeah, so strings are funny. I'll finish this off by talking about this. I've said it many times, but strings are funny. At lower level play, okay, at the very basic beginner level play, strings might apply pressure because of lack of knowledge. Then you get to intermediate where people start using low punch more, and low punch just destroys strings. So the players committing to doing this type of play destroy strings, make strings pretty bad. But then when you get to high level play, players start actually countering specific options. They start thinking, they're playing more thoughtfully, more reactively, and then strings become really good at high level. When you play a strong player, delaying strings is really strong because they're trying to react to each component. They're trying to cut off the guessing game. They're worried about the strongest options in the possibility space, the things that could really wreck them, and they're trying to address that. And then when you just delay strings, it causes them to like kind of brain fart, you know, because it tells them to wait more, to wait longer. And so they have to like snap out of it. If they want to punish you, they have to just go back to just low punch. But a lot of them really want to they really want to duck and punish the highs. They really want to evade certain mids. They really want to like sabaki certain parts of the string. They really want to just do a lot of interactive play. So strings become really good at high level play, and delaying them and playing around with them. It's nuts that strings would become so bad at lower intermediate play and then become so good at high level play. And that's part of the beauty of Virtua Fighter, of modern VF.
Excellent.
Yeah, and that string, and Noodle's amazing at that. Like, Noodle wasn't working at, like, when Noodle started playing VF, Noodle was basically playing like the whiff punish game and playing I'm gonna play really safe and move, but I'm gonna bait people into doing the wrong thing against Jackie's strings, and I'm going to also whiff punish any mistake they make because Noodle is sharp like that. That's how they started. They got way better after that too. I think they were wondering why they were losing to players like me and certain others, because we would just force guess, and even at the range game we would outplay certain parts of it. But they've gotten better and better and better. They've been playing Leon to force themselves to play a little more aggressively, and at first they played a very safe style Leon, but then the more they played it, the more they saw that that Leon is not as strong as they thought, at least played that way, the way they play their Jackie, right? Then they're like, oh, Leon is not that strong. It's like, yeah, if you're trying to play him like Jackie, he's not Jackie, you know? And Jackie's the best at playing the way Jackie plays. But also, Leon really is bad at that. You just have to ask yourself, why do the Leon players typically play pretty aggressively? And the reason is because Leon got the utility to do more guessing game and apply pressure that way. So for a bit, Noodle played Leon by just doing the side turn game. Just move around and then offensive move. And this taught Noodle how to better use offensive move, actually. And for a bit, this was fine, but it's a really dry, slow way to play. It has its limits, right? And at some point, I think what that helped Noodle with is also learning to just freaking guess. And then I saw Noodle just force themselves to guess a lot, and they were getting better at it. Like, they were playing more reckless, but it was really good training for them. And it also showed them, and I think what's good about that is it trains you on actually understanding interactively risk and reward, but also the reward component and why you're doing it, and that enough reward can make up for the greater risk if you manage it well. But also if you interact with your opponent and understand which battles you're winning versus the ones you're not, then you can still be greedy and still find ways to seize an advantage and to just kind of sit on it too, if you want to. So I think Noodle's journey has been very amazing in VF. Really, really amazing journey for Noodle. And so I've been having fun following it. I haven't played them in a long time. I think they've got more sparring partners and I've been busy. But by the way, good to see you, Joel Perez. First time I think I've seen you on Twitch, and I'm happy. Oh, you're on YouTube, so that makes a lot of sense. Joel Perez, good to see you. I'm used to seeing you on Facebook especially. But yeah, but Noodle has always been very good with this because they play Jackie. Jackie teaches you how to use strings really well. Jackie has a lot of weaknesses on their strings, but they have got a lot of mids and EX highs that are nuts and just enough lows. Yeah, Mix-Up and Cruza are awesome. Cruza is great. Cruza and I go back about 25 years. And I met Cruza 25 years ago, and I had a blast fighting them not long ago. It was the first time we fought in like maybe over a decade. And I had so much fun fighting. No, we fought probably 5 years ago, but I had so much fun fighting Cruza just like 2 months ago. It was so much fun. And I hope to fight with them again some more. They didn't really add me back on Steam, but Cruza is an awesome player, an awesome person. But I think like online they just don't interact as much as like they used to.
Time's up.
Yeah, so Reaper and I are on our punishing high arc because it's just so much fun, you know. So again, everyone, thank you very much for hanging out with me here. Let's after this battle, let's do a raid. Let me see who I'm gonna raid. Let's see. Don't see Virtua Fighter right now. This is definitely one of those times where we're on a break from a lot of stuff. And it's tempting, like there are actually a lot of fighting game players on break right now. Oh, we're gonna raid a friend. There's a good friend playing Tekken. They might not chat as much, but say hi to them. They do play VF. I do enjoy playing VF with them. So we're gonna raid Shin-Un, but they are playing Tekken 8 right now. And say hi to them. They're a good friend. They're a good friend in real life. But yeah.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Awesome, XTN. Yeah, well, today I just did a lunch break, so it's not much. Usually when I stream at this time, it's not going to be very long because I got to take care of family and other stuff. But all right, everyone, you have a good one. Thanks so much. I do want to play some more later. Savantique, thank you very much for asking for the battle. I wasn't planning on playing, but this just made it so much fun. All right, everyone, cheers. Say hi to Shannon for me. Okay, here we go. All right, catch y'all later. But it's fun watching Nini play, I guess. Nini. But we're gonna raid.
Round 3. Ready, go!
For the rest of you, we'll finish this battle, and then I'll cut the stream. But it's always a blast to stream. I hope it helped a lot of people.
Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
All right, everyone have a great one. Thank you so much, XDN.